But fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. We're in for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one incredibly awesome ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show on YouTube. Tonight, we have Spider Cam, aka Cam Man, aka Cameron Taylor, on the show with us tonight. Welcome to the show, Cam. How did your racing career begin, first of all?
I started off with Nervo 1900. The first time I got in a quarter midget was I went to Hagerstown for the driver's experience, and I was going pretty fast around there. Well, fast for a rookie, and I liked it. So later, my parents bought me a Nervo 1900 and a trailer, and we went to there's this one asphalt track in PA, Honeybrook.
Okay.
Went there, and something happened to the car. We found out that something happened to the carburetor, which made the car go too fast. And I had to stop the car, and it was the end of the day for me.
Okay. So, Blake, are you going to chime in on this? Do you want to ask a question?
Yeah. So Cameron, you race dirt now, right? What do you like the dirt or the asphalt better? And what is the biggest difference that you notice?
I haven't really raced asphalt much. Well, just mostly dirt. The only time I've raced on asphalt was when I went to Honeybrook.
So you didn't really get to do that many laps then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, when you, Cameron, when you were racing Honeybrook, what was that like to adapt to a different setting for you as far as, dirt, from dirt to asphalt? What was that like for that one time you were on asphalt?
It didn't feel much different, really.
Okay.
I mean,
So,
I don't really feel difference because I've only been on asphalt one time. I've probably been on like dirt over 50.
okay. So, Cameron, also, when it comes to you racing dirt, do you help like groove the tires and stuff like that on your race car?
Sometimes I help clean them.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So what are some of the other jobs you help do with your race car?
Really, it's mostly like ride height and scaling and stuff.
Okay, Blake, you want to chime in?
Yeah, Cameron, in your eyes, what is the most important thing that you do in the shop during the week to prepare yourself for the race weekend coming up?
Maybe ride height.
Ride height and scales. I would have to agree with that. That's definitely an important thing to do.
Yeah, so the car's not too low or too high.
Yes.
And the car is not underweight or overweight.
Exactly.
Okay. So Cameron, do you have any sponsors that help you out with your racing team?
I have Modern Reality Results, Bucky's, and what else? Online. Online Tattoo, Angelo's Brick Oven Pizza, John's Pool Supply, Total Comfort Heating and Air, RMP Foundation, and Sarah Pearson.
Okay, Blake, you want to chime in on this too?
Yeah, Cameron. So going along with sponsors to help you, who else helps you in the shop other than your dad?
My mom, and probably that's it.
Nice. So it's just you, your mom, and your dad then?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Sometimes my pappy comes out and helps sketch.
Okay.
Nice.
So Cameron, sponsor-wise, are you looking at getting more sponsors?
Always.
Okay, very cool, very cool. So Cameron, also, with your racing career, how many? Okay, let's talk about your statistics here as far as racing career. What's your stats like? How many wins do you have?
Like about 11.
Cameron, what would
Okay.
be your favorite or biggest win in your eyes?
Probably my first one.
That's always definitely one that you'll remember.
And where was that at, Cameron?
Hagerstown.
Hagerstown. Okay. So, Cameron, what's okay coming into court with quarter midget racing and stuff like that? Have you kind of thought about what your next step is going to be in racing? What are you going to race next?
Probably NASCAR, street stocks or something. Or
On the
modifieds.
would you like dirt modifieds, asphalt modifieds, or
Yeah, dirt modifieds.
the IMCA ones or the northeastern ones?
Yeah, probably the northeastern ones.
Nice.
Very cool, very cool. So Cameron, let's talk about your racing number. What's the story behind your racing number, Cameron?
999.
So where'd that number come from?
I thought of it. I went to this late model race one day, and I saw in this late model car 948 won, and then I thought of the number 900, and I liked it, so I made my car number 999.
999. Okay, okay. Very cool, very cool. So Cameron, switching subjects a little bit on you. Do you have any things that do you have any superstitions, like things that you won't do on race day? Or do you have anything special that's special for you on race day?
Yeah, chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk, like a certain brand of chocolate milk, or
Nesquik.
nice.
I at least every time I go to the racetrack at Hagerstown, I get a bottle of Nesquik.
Nice.
Very cool, Cameron. So Cameron, who are some of your racing heroes? Who are the guys you look up to in racing?
Kind of like Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, maybe Scott Bloomquist, like Rico.
Can you tell us why they're your favorite race car drivers?
Well, because they sometimes do good and stuff, and they have a lot of wins. And I've met like most of them. Yeah, all of them. I've met them, and they're very cool.
I mean, Josh, who better to idolize than a guy that can pretty much win in anything like Kyle Larson and Rico
True,
Abreu and Scott Bloomquist.
That's true. That is so very true. That is so very true. That is so very true. Cameron, when it comes to your race car, your quarter midget, what's one of the worst things you've had happen to you?
Like a wreck or something?
Yes, wreck or something. Yes.
Well, my worst wreck, it's my opinion. Like it was at Hagerstown, and like me and Miles Differendorfer were battling for third, and
Okay.
there was a slow car in front of us, and it made us wreck. He spun into the infield. I spun towards the wall. I hit the wall at almost full speed, and Mason Cloud had nowhere to go and ran right into my right side at full speed. Well, yeah, knocked my tail cone off and bent my Nerf bar. It was a scary wreck.
Now, Cameron,
bet.
talking about scary wrecks. A lot of quarter midget drivers don't really have a seat in the car. They have like a foam pad and sit on the belly pan and against the firewall. Do you have a seat in your car, or are you one of the guys?
In my car.
So what do you do for safety, Cameron, as far as that goes? What's in that race car to help protect you from getting hurt?
Well, obviously the seat belts. I do have a Hans device. We have wrist restraints and gloves and your shoes and a suit.
Okay. And your helmet, right?
Yep.
Cameron, have you raced with a neck roll instead of a Hans device before, or
Yeah. Yeah. My first year I did.
do you prefer the Hans device over the neck roll?
Yeah. I mean, the neck roll is comfortable, but I prefer the Hans device more.
I think as you get into bigger cars, you'll find that the Hans devices gets even more comfortable when you sit upright more and
Yeah.
not on an angle.
Yep, that's true. Hans device is a really good invention there.
Definitely.
Yeah. So on a given weekend, how many sets of tires do you go through, Cameron?
2 classes. We used to use like about 8 tires, like 4 on each car, but now we only use 4. So after one of my first race, my dad has to take the tires off that car and put them on my other car, and then I have to go back out.
Cameron, speaking of tires, what does your guys' tire prep look like? Do you grind them or just wash them?
We kind of do both a little. Well, mostly we grind the tire.
Okay. So when it comes to you winning races, Cameron, what's your victory lane celebration like?
Mostly like me. Well, do you mean on track or in victory lane?
On track or victory lane, either one.
In victory lane, mostly I usually like stand on the car or just stand on the side.
Okay. Let's see here, Cameron. So who are some of the race car drivers that you've all met in your racing career so far?
Well, yeah. Are you talking about quarter midgets or professional?
Professional level.
I've met Kyle Larson, Rico Abreu, Scott Bloomquist, Kyle Busch. Mostly that's all I remember. I have met Sammy Swindell.
Now, Cameron, talking about drivers on the more professional side of things, do you have a guy that runs, say, like a modified weekly at a local track or something similar to that helps you with your quarter midgets and your career?
Andy Bosley.
What does he race?
Modifieds, Mid-Atlantic modifieds.
Nice.
Very cool. Very cool. So, Cameron, when it comes to, getting ready to go to the racetrack and stuff like that, do you help load the trailer?
This is just me playing with my friends.
Just you playing with your friends? You playing with your friends?
Sometimes when I'm at the trailer, sometimes my dad asks me to help him, and I will.
Okay. All right. So what do you do in between heat races and stuff like that, Cameron? Do you play video games? You go hang out with other drivers, or what's your main job in between heat races and feature time?
Sometimes I go for a Hagerstown, sometimes I go to, my mom works at we call it the snack shack. My mom works there, and sometimes I go there and hang out with her, and sometimes I just go hang out with my friends.
Okay. So, Cameron, coming into this year, you've raced one national event so far. How many national events have you raced this year?
Just one.
And what was that national event like to race?
It It was kind of hard. Well, I could have got a good finish in my senior Honda race, but I tried to pass one and they pushed me on the railing and I got dirt somewhere like in my carburetor or my engine, and that stopped my car.
Okay. Okay. So Cameron, do you have anything you want to say to the kids out there to get them in a race car?
Try at least once.
Okay.
Like,
So Cameron, let's talk about your nickname. Where does the name Spider Cam come from?
well, like one day I was playing at the park in school, and we were playing tag on the playground, and my friend was playing dead at the bottom of the slide, and I kept telling him to move, and he wouldn't answer. So I just got up. I jumped. My foot got caught on the edge of the slide, and I fell. And I fell on the ground, and I put my arms down to prevent me face planting, but I fell to the. Well, it worked, but when I fell to the ground, I felt a sharp pain in my right arm, and it hurt a lot. And when I got home, we went to the hospital after school, and we found out that I broke my arm. And later, we came up with the nickname, and when we came up with it, we got it because I liked climbing stuff, and then after that, we painted my helmet like Spider-Man, and that's all that happened.
Okay. It's the senior classes now, Cameron.
Kind of hard, but not very hard. I have got some top 3s and top 5s.
Now, Cameron, racing against those guys that have just won national races and have won multiple national races before and have been very competitive in national races and other big events, do you think that helps you improve as a driver and learn more?
I think so. I would say yes.
So is the senior classes more faster than Cameron?
Yeah.
What has been the hardest thing to adapt to going from the junior classes to the senior classes?
Well, passing. But since it has gotten easier for me to pass.
Is there a lot more people taking a lot more risk out there trying to pass? Quite a bit more than what you were racing before?
No, not really.
Not really. So Cameron, okay, you're racing the senior classes. Have you won a senior class race yet?
No. But I have got second.
Okay. You're getting closer to getting a senior class win, right? Yeah.
This year so far, second is my best finish in seniors.
Okay. Who are some of your friends at the racetrack, Cameron?
At the quarter midget track?
Yes, at the quarter midget tracks.
Like Avery McNolan, Luke Baker, DJ Kessler, Owen Staggerwall, and Jamie Salvador, and and also Charles, JJ Massey, and I have
You have a
and some others.
you have a lot of friends here, Cameron.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not on the track.
Oh, okay, away from the track. Okay. So do you have any more questions, Blake, for him?
Oh, that's all I got.
Okay. So Cameron, I want to thank you for being on our racing show tonight. Thank you very much for being on the racing show with us tonight. And thank you again for being a part of this with us. Definitely, we will have it up probably in the next day or so and share it out to Facebook, off of YouTube. So with that being said, I'd like to thank me, the Full Throttle Rock Star Josh Nolan, and
Blake Sarpriacone.
Sarpriacone. And I'd like to thank me and Blake Sarpriacone. And thank you very much for being a part of this racing show with us tonight. So with that being said, Cameron, you have a good night. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on Facebook.